So it seems Rep says Desu and the Anime Man, aka Joey, who has nearly 3.5 million subs, have been getting into a little bit of some recent drama lately. Well, to be honest, Joey the Anime Man has not really done anything, and he hasn't responded to any of these things that are going on about him on Twitter, but Rep says Desu has, and it seems like he's upset the terminally online Twitter people once again, due to his video covering the Anime Man situation, where this tweet right here caused the Anime Man to get accused of being a pedophile and a creep and stuff. Now, the tweet in question that started all of this, as you can see right here on the screen, it says that the age of consent, the sexual age of consent in Japan has been raised from 13 to 16. Now, for anyone who has done even the slightest bit of research, or for anyone who lives in Japan and, you actually have a fucking functioning brain that works well enough for you to actually use a bit of the cells up in there, would know that this is talking about the federal age of consent in Japan, and that in Japan, each, I think state or precinct or whatever has their own age of consent laws that they can set for themselves. Like over here in the United States, how each state has different age of consent laws. You got 16, 17, 18 or whatever. Now, typically, obviously it should always be 18 if you ask me. But in Japan, any state or whatever can set their own age of consent laws, and the federal age of consent, which nobody really gives a damn about because they can set their own laws for each place, it was 13 for a while until it just got changed recently. But in each other place in Japan, you can set your age of consent to be whatever it wants. So some of them, they had it 16 or 17 or Jesus, man, God forbid, even lower than that. And then of course they had places where it's 18, where it should always be. But obviously the terminally online Twitter people, they had to go out of their way to make this about anime fans and, of course, lolicons, because why the hell not? If there's one thing Twitter loves to do, it's to sit here and shit talk anything Japanese, anything anime related, especially when it has to do with them trying to conflate reality and fiction together and say that anime drawings are children or whatever. So as you can probably already guess right here, this did not exactly bode well on Twitter. So this account right here, with 34.4k followers, went out of their way to say, I know this man is in shambles. And as you can see right here, they have a picture of Joey, the Anime Man. And this right here caused a bunch of responses and everything. As you can see right here from this tweet, this has 7.4 million views, 492 comments, and nearly 60,000 likes, and nearly 4,000 retweets, and a bunch of quote retweets. So yeah, this right here caused a bunch of people who probably don't even watch Joey at all, or maybe they do know about Joey. Maybe they know for the fact that he's a lolicon. In case some of you guys didn't know, Joey is in fact a lolicon. His favorite waifu is Shinobu. He even owns a body pillow and stuff of her, and has made videos defending fiction and lolicon before. So yeah, this account right here basically made this tweet, and then a bunch of people came out of their way to just go in the quote retweets and replies below to basically slander Joey for absolutely no reason except for the fact that he's a lolicon. And as you already know, the currently online Twitter people think that means you're a pedophile and you're attracted to kids and everything, and completely disregarding the fact that this dude right here has a wife and everything. And literally just, of course, not being able to see the difference between fiction and reality, and conflating drawings with children. So Rep says Desu went out of his way to make a video covering this darn situation right here, where a bunch of terminally online Twitter freaks were basically slandering the Anime Man because of this tweet right here from this dumb account. And as you can see right here from his video, the Anime Man slander is very concerning. Well, this video right here did not bode well, The terminally online Twitter users, especially this account right here, were pretty much upset that Rep says Desu went out of his way to cover their terminally online selves. and you know, talk about them, because as you can see right here, a day later, this same account went out of their way to make a tweet saying, "Son, I'm crying. This is a grown man." And as you can see, they have a picture of Desu's video, and they only watch like a few seconds or like a minute of it. The anime man slander is very concerning. So yeah, and it's funny to me because the first comment you see right here on the video says, "What happened to the times when we actually waited for proof before trusting any allegation?" Of course. And this person right here seems like, you know, they don't like being called out and everything. And as you can look right here from a reply below, it says, "Bro, not even 2 minutes in, I had to clown this dude." And then they posted some cringe video of theirs where they're responding to Reps as Desu a little bit for like about 36 seconds with these like cringe edits, some horrible sounding music. Jesus, man. And then like some text responses. This tweet right here also has a ton of views and likes. It has 185k views. That's nearly 200,000. 353 retweets, 40 quote tweets, and 5,302 likes. So yeah, it has a ton of traction. I came across this darn post right here, and I made my own quote tweet to it saying this video is fucking dog shit cringe, not because of Reps as Desu, of course, his take is base. It's because of the dog shit music and cringe text responses this dumb account included in the video, which is very true, you know, because these darn terminally online Twitter freaks, man, they just literally anything anime related, anything lolicon related, just anything Japanese related in general. It's like they have xenophobia or something, because anything Japanese, you know, is pedophilic, creepy, disgusting, weird, weeaboo, cringe, you know, degenerate behavior. You need to go touch grass, and yet they go out of their way to sit here and constantly just, you know, post whatever kind of shit they say online and just slander people. And it's funny because I guarantee you that these people, all they do, they spend their time online just doing absolutely nothing at all. And yet they want to complain about how others need to go touch grass, or that they're creepy or weirdo or degenerates, or they can't get a girl. You having an anime waifu, you being a lolicon is problematic, or whatever, you know. Now, that's not the only type of drama that Reps as Desu has sort of have been getting in with the terminally online Twitter freaks. Well, not even really drama, but it's more like he's just upsetting the terminally online Twitter freaks, and they're just coming out of the woodworks constantly, you know, just bashing his name. Now, I'm also going to be responding to a video today that basically insinuates that Reps as Desu is a pedophile, or at least somewhat of a danger to children due to the fact that he defends lolicons and other type of fiction. Now, this is all coming from a YouTuber named Mythical, who has 7.2k subscribers and like 355 darn videos. He has also went out of his way to basically slander Fifi and her audience. If you don't know who Fifi is, it's this VTuber right here. He recently made a video on her, which is pretty short, about 3 weeks or so ago, where he basically targets her for the content that she makes on YouTube and everything. But a few months back, I think about like nearly an entire year ago, he also made a video on Reps as Desu criticizing him and his audience and the fact that he defends lolicons and stuff, and basically insinuates that Reps as Desu is probably a pedophile, or at least a child predator. So the video is kind of short, but we're going to be taking a look at it today because it's really fucking bad. So yeah, let's hop into this and just respond accordingly. Hold on, actually, before we get into the video, the reason why I'm over here making a response to this video in the first place is basically because I got into a little bit of a scuffle with this guy on Twitter because I called him out for the fact that he made videos targeting Reps as Desu and Fifi, and then he proceeded to call me a pedophile and then block me. But we're going to be getting into that in a little bit because it's actually, you know, kind of a doozy. But if you ask me, this dude is basically a pussy because I went out of my way to criticize him and his content once, and the fact that he somehow has more subscribers than me, and that this dude made 15k views off of his video basically insinuating Reps as Desu was a pedophile, all because he defends lolicons. And then he went out of his way to just make a quote tweet on me and then immediately block me afterwards, so I couldn't even see it, which, if you ask me, is basically some bitch move. But let's get right into this video.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Mythical, everyone's favourite YouTuber, and today we're going to be talking about the YouTuber Rev Says Desu. But to keep it short, I'm going to call him Rev because I'm not going to say his entire name because there's no need to. Well anyway, if you don't know who Rev is this anime YouTuber with over 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, and the reason why I'm making this video on him because he defended Lolicon, which is a bit weird in my humble opinion.
Okay, I just want to make this point real quick that it's a difference between calling someone or something weird and a difference between insinuating that someone is a danger to children or that they may be a pedophile. There's a very fucking big difference between that, okay? There's a huge difference between saying that someone is weird or even insinuating that they're weird and insinuating that they're a pedophile just because they're into a type of fiction that you do not like.
And I will also be talking about another situation which I won't say yet until later in the video, so keep watching to find out. But before we start with the video, everybody watching this video is not subscribed to my channel, so make sure that you subscribe to my channel and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a video what I upload. Well anyway, let's get right into it.
That's right, everybody. You got to sit here and subscribe to him right away. You know, you got to sit here, turn on notifications in a video right here where he spreads false information and basically just insinuates that a huge creator is a pedophile simply because they're defending something that you don't like. Okay, like, come on now. Are you serious, man? But no, you guys definitely should go subscribe to a YouTuber like him who basically sits here and just insinuates that someone is something that they're not. You know, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe right away before we even get into the video. Make sure you like, share, and retweet this video around to spread this info. And apparently it must have worked because you got 15k views off of this video. I mean, sure, you do have 7.2k subscribers, but who knows how many you had back then 8 months ago. But also, this video does have a ton of dislikes, so there's also that too.
Okay, so Rev is someone who defended something very disgusting on his big platform, and that is lolly. If you don't know what a lolly is a drawing of an underage fictional character in a sexual situation, and if you have any common sense at all, you will understand that this is very disgusting and quite disturbing as well. Well anyway, we're going to be reacting to one of his videos of him defending Lolicon.
Not even a minute and a half into the video and you already got your fucking sources wrong, okay? First of all, not every goddamn lolly character is freaking underage. In fact, most of them are pretty much over the darn age. And no, I don't mean 5,000-year-old dragons or some shit, but who really gives a fuck? Nobody ever uses that argument. For some reason, they think that we do, that we use the, well, they're 5,000 years old or whatever, argument. Like, no one really fucking uses that argument, unironically, man. Now, I'm going to put an image up here, right here, of a lolly character, and you tell me how old you think this character is right here. Spoiler alert. This character is a mother and has, what, I think 3 children and a husband. Now, you tell me how old you think this character is right here. You done? Okay. This character's 42 years old, people.
So you probably guessed it already, but the core message of his commentary trilogy is Lolicon equals pedophilia. And lolicon being a term that he admitted he didn't even know the definition of until his third and final video, but still felt comfortable enough calling people predators over the term during his previous 2 videos and on Twitter.
You have 500,000 subscribers and you're defending some pedophile material, which is fucking disgusting. And also, being a lolicon does equal pedophilia is one Google search and a bit of common sense. Do I really have to explain why lolicons are pedophiles? Because I will happily do so with a little bit of Googling and common sense. The definition of a pedophile is a person who is sexually attracted to children. And a lolicon or lolly is a type of animation popular in Japan that depicts underage female cartoon characters engaged in sexual situations. So if you use your brain for a second, you will realize that that's pretty much still pedophilia.
I'm just absolutely fucking baffled that you sat here and you looked up the definition of pedophilia and what a pedophile is, stared it right into the fucking face, and still came to the conclusion that that's exactly what lolicon is, even after reading the definition of it. And second of all, once again, you keep getting your sources wrong, because not every fucking lolicon character is under the age of 18 in fiction. Like, come on now, man. Seriously.
And for all of the people who still don't understand, you're still attracted to it because it's a child. It doesn't matter if it's real or not, you're still attracted to it, and that still goes by the definition. The fact that these lolicons have to justify their actions by saying that it's not real just says a lot about them. That's what you call a pedophile who is in denial. Listen, I'm not saying that Rev is a pedophile because that's not 100% confirmed yet, but it does become very concerning the fact that he actively defends lolicons all the time and says shit like this on Twitter. All I'm gonna say is that I would not be surprised if Rev turned out to be a pedophile because he did make it kind of obvious himself.
Just because he goes out of his way to defend lolicons in his videos from the terminally online Twitter freaks and people like you, and just because he tweets stuff like this out on Twitter does not mean that he's potentially a darn pedophile. You're over here insinuating and holding on to the belief that in the near future he may get outed as one, and you're over here talking about how you wouldn't be surprised if he does get outed as a pedophile in the near future. Like, come on now with this shit. I wouldn't be surprised if you get outed for some terrible shit like this, or who knows, maybe even grooming or something in the darn future, considering the track record of everyone who constantly bashes anime or bashes lolicons. I mean, just take a look at this shit right here. It is a huge fucking list of everyone who has always spoken out against anime, saying it's for pedos, calling lolicons pedos, saying they are a danger to children. Even EDP, the cupcake enthusiast himself, who all you idiots used to use to meme against a lot of the darn lolicon, talking about some, oh man, y'all just like EDP trying to look for a cupcake in these anime drawings and shit like that, or talking about some stay away from schools. You can't even use those memes anymore because guess what? EDP agrees with y'all now that even lolicon is pedophilia. Why? Because this dude is a danger himself to kids and wants to just take the attention off of him. Isn't it funny how that works? This dude is basically y'all fucking leader and you don't even realize it. Like, it's absolutely nuts to me the length some people will go to sit here and call someone a pedophile for simply just being into a type of fiction that they don't like, or even defending those who are into it. You don't even have to be into it yourself. If you even defend these darn people, you get insinuated as being a pedophile, or you get called a pedophile, or people will sit here and be like well, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets outed as a pedophile. Like, we've watered this term down so fucking much, and so many other terms that we don't even know what the real definition is anymore. Well, at least these terminally online Twitter freaks don't know what the definition is anymore. And honestly, it boils down to the fact that you guys don't really give a fuck about children at all. Like, you seriously don't. You don't go out of your way to donate to these charities or anything to help children. You don't go out of your way to expose real pedophiles. You don't go out of your way to fucking talk about anything related to actual pedophilia at all. No, instead you sit here and you focus on the shit and be like, well, why can't we target both? Well, what's the issue with the other one, okay? Like, seriously. And to prove my darn point right here, this dude gets mad because in one of Rep Says Desu's video, he calls out a Twitter account which was posting real images of children to lolicons in an argument in an attempt to own them and shit. And then this guy goes out his way to be like well, I don't see the big deal with, him posting these images of children or nothing. It's not like he's sexualizing or anything. He's just using them in this darn Twitter argument. What's the matter with that, Rep Says Desu? It doesn't fucking matter. Like, why would you go out of your way to look up images of children and post them in arguments to people you think are pedophiles? Why would you go online and search up images of children, bro? That's fucking weird. And then to go out of your way to post these images on Twitter in arguments against people you think are attracted to children? You don't think that's odd? Like, you don't sit here and process that for a moment that, maybe this is actually pretty dumb to fucking do, to go look up images of random children and then post them on arguments with people who I think are pedophiles?
I mean, it doesn't really help his case if he's tweeting shit like this out. I won't even bother asking for proof of these claims. I simply ask that you don't post pictures of real life children in your discussion of pornography. Fucking weirdo. Holy shit, I'm not doing that voice again. But anyway, there's so many issues with this tweet, because like, this motherfucker is once again defending lolicons. I mean, like, what that guy posted was speaking facts about lolicons. It is pedophilia, because once again, you have that that attraction to children. Even if it's drawn, that's still pedophilia. Oh, and one more thing, how the fuck is he the weirdo for speaking facts about lolicons as you're defending lolicons? I'm pretty sure you're the weirdo here because you're defending lolicons. Where the fuck is your self-awareness, bitch? I find it funny how you call him a weirdo for putting a child in that image, because how is he a weirdo? He's not sexualizing the child or anything, so what's your point here? Oh, he's talking about pornography. Yeah, he's using it as an example, you fucking idiot.
I've already stated my fucking point about this right here and why you shouldn't be posting images of children online to people you think are pedophiles. And especially, like Rev says Desu pointed out, in an argument about porn and shit. Like, are you serious right now, man? You telling me you don't realize the issue with that for you to sit here and go look up images of children or whatever and post them online to people you think are pedophiles in an argument about fucking porn, about lolicon, about anything at all, man? Like, that's absolutely fucking oddball weirdo behavior. But then no, of course, it boils back down to, well, you know, you might be a lolicon or you're defending lolly, so you don't have a ground to stand on. You shouldn't be calling people out for posting images of children to y'all. Like, dude, what's wrong with you? You're the weirdo. Okay, I'm just posting these images of children to you who I think is a pedophile simply because I'm using these kids in an argument. It's totally not weird for me to go online and look up images of some fucking 7-year-old girl. No, totally not, right, people? Because that's what normal people fucking do, right? That's exactly what normal people do. And then you go out of your way to be like, you're the fucking weirdo because you're the one who's defending the lollies and shit. Dude, you talk about how some rep says Desu needs self-awareness. How about you learn to read the fucking room?
Well, anyway, I want to talk about another situation what Rev did recently, and that is witch hunt a YouTuber who had 400 subscribers. Okay, so Frosty made a video on this ASMR channel called ASMR YouTuber Falls in Love with a Lolicon. Of course, that's him trying to fire shots at Rev here, due to him defending Lolicon. And guess what, guys? Rev responded to the video, and Rev's girlfriend also responded to the video, and both of them responded in the worst way possible by bitching about it and witch hunting him. And keep this in mind, they are big YouTubers witch hunting a smaller creator. They're using their influence to send a shit ton of harassment over to this person. Like, Rev literally quote tweeted his video link saying, "This leafy clone accused me of catfishing my girlfriend that I've been living with for nearly 2 years, while posting this on their old account that they admit is banner fading."
Alright, now this YouTuber right here that he's talking about, named Frosty, went out of his way before to make a video accusing Rev Says Desu of being a cuck and catfishing his girlfriend Darling Straub. Now, as far as I know about the entire situation, I don't know too much about it, but from what I do remember is that Rev Says Desu did go out of his way to make a quote tweet on this video right here, quote tweeting the account and video talking about somehow that this person did this and made a video on him calling him a cuck and stuff. Now, while I don't agree with the fact that Rev Says Desu should have made a quote tweet on this guy, considering that this dude is literally a drop in the fucking pond compared to Rev Says Desu. Like, Rev Says Desu has nearly half a million, no, he has 500,000 subscribers, okay? And this YouTuber right here literally doesn't even have 500 subs yet. Like, they can't even get community posts yet. Well, at least, you know, at the time they couldn't. And, like, now, I don't know how many views the video got. Okay, it probably didn't get that many. Probably it did. I don't know. I don't know how it, you know, got under Rev Says Desu's radar. But basically, he made a response to this saying that he doesn't like it when basically any creator of any size goes out of the way to accuse him of being a cuck and everything, or like catfishing his girlfriend, or even calling him a pedophile and stuff. I do kind of understand where he's coming from, where he doesn't want people accusing him of being some kind of cuck or a pedophile and stuff. Now, this YouTuber also went out of their way to block me on Twitter because I called them out for making videos criticizing Rev Says Desu in the VTuber Fifi. So basically, I called him out for making these darn videos and also having more subscribers and views than me on these videos, for basically false information and insinuating that Rev Says Desu may in fact be a pedophile, and also calling out Fifi for the type of content that she makes on YouTube. And then they went out of their way to make a quote tweet to my tweet, calling me a pedophile and saying that I was trying to roast him. And then afterwards, in a completely bitch move, went out of their way to just block me. I didn't even respond to them. I just saw the darn tweet and then they freaking blocked me. So I made a response to them on my separate account saying, "This pussy blocks me," and then makes a private quote retweet behind the block. So I couldn't see it on my other account he blocked me on. "Hiding in your echo chamber ass audience like a bitch, shaking my head, go touch grass." And then afterwards, I said to them, literally, "That's all you idiots insults boils down to, a saying we're pedos, kid diddlers, stay away from schools, and etc. You couldn't come up with anything new if your family's life was on the line and you had a month to do so." So yeah, they haven't responded to me afterwards on Twitter. They still haven't me blocked on my other darn account. And honestly, I really don't even care, to be honest. I just thought it was pretty funny that they immediately went out of their way to just block me right after I made a simple tweet on them. I don't even know how they saw the tweet, I guess. I don't know, maybe they was lurking around Twitter seeing who was talking shit about them. Because at the time, my tweet didn't even really blow up that much. But yeah, I thought it was just pretty darn funny to me. Alright, so there's been a little bit of an update regarding the situation with this YouTuber named Mythical. So apparently this dude has been having a meltdown on Twitter with the lolicons and everything, and he even went out of his way to go and attack Rep Says Desu and his wife Darling Straub on Twitter, to the point that Darling Straub even wound up blocking him on one of his accounts. Now, I don't know the full details of everything he was saying and all that because his main account got suspended, but this is one of the tweets right here that he made after Darling Straub blocked him on Twitter. "I made your bitch my bitch. Now get off Twitter, son." And then a cigarette emoji, and like the smoking cigarette emoji. Now this was on his main account, which afterwards got suspended. So this dude has been having an absolute meltdown on Twitter and just been targeting the lolicons and everything, and even targeting Rep Says Desu and Darling Straub, to, as you can see, the point to where she even blocked him on her account. And he also made a nearly 3-hour long video after one of his Twitter accounts got suspended, where he says that Twitter falsely banned me. And as you can see right here, it is nearly 3 darn hours long. This is on one of his channels that he has right here. He has around 6 or so darn different channels, despite his small size. Now this is on his channel Mythical Live right here, where he did a live stream. Now it's nearly 3 hours long, and I think he also debated someone on this video as well. Now apparently this dude has also just been completely delusional all over Twitter ever since he got his account banned and everything. And on his second account, he's just been over here making some ridiculous posts and stuff, talking about how he's being criticized, harassed, and silenced on Twitter, and that his YouTube account is failing and everything and all that. Just check out one of these tweets right here where he says, "I've been unfairly deplatformed on Twitter. YouTube channel is at risk. Got dox threats, death threats, falsely accused, harassed, and stalked. If people want me gone and dead, then fine, you win. Bye." Now, as far as I've been seeing, I have not seen anything about no dox threats or no death threats or anything. And I definitely haven't been seeing anything of this person being stalked or harassed or falsely accused. If anything, this person himself has went out of their way to just completely harass other people all over Twitter. And even in some of his darn YouTube videos, he was targeting not just Rep Says Desu, but just other accounts on Twitter and everything, just calling them pedophiles and stuff. I mean, the guy even called me a pedophile over freaking lolly art and everything. And even in his own Discord before, I saw that this dude was making death threats from some of the screenshots that I've been shown. Now I'm gonna put some of these screenshots up here on the screen because I have absolutely no idea where this person is getting dox threats or anything like that from. However, I do know that this person himself in the past has made death threats for towards someone that was trying to debate him and everything, and then he kept turning down the debate and everything, saying that he has better things to do. Now I'm gonna put these screenshots right up here on the screen from the Discord screenshots of this dude just making death threats and everything and harassing another individual who was trying to debate him. Now, honestly, you're probably wondering, does it all end there? But no, this person actually made a follow-up tweet where they literally talk about how they're probably going to be committing suicide and everything, which is just yeesh. I mean, if you ask me, at this point, I think this YouTuber needs some like mental help or something, man, because I don't know. This is absolutely like, to be honest, I'm feeling a little bit like worried for this person now, because they're over here talking about somehow people want them to end it and they just might go through with it. Now, just check out this tweet right here from their second account. I wanted to do is entertain, I don't know what's going on with the grammar right there, and do some good in this world, but I end up getting harassed by hundreds of people. My personal life is now threatened and I might lose years of hard work. I also got people wanting me to end it all. Again, I haven't seen anything like that at all. If anything, the only thing I've been seeing is you telling people to like end it and everything, and like saying just all this despicable stuff and just falsely accusing people. And they might just get what they want. Fuck you all. Honestly, I have no idea what to say about this. Like, if I hope it doesn't come to that point where this person seriously thinks about going through with, like, you know, trying to end game themselves. Like, honestly, if you see this video, I hope you go seek some mental help or something. You know, call someone, go talk to them. You know, go see a psychiatrist, anything. You know, because this is not the way to do it. Now, look, okay, look, listen here, all right. Just do not be calling people pedophiles and harassing people, okay, and falsely accusing people over some icky drawings that you do not like, okay? Now, this is not the way to go about it, all right here. This is not the way to go about it, you know, for you to be telling people to, like, end game themselves in a Discord server and stuff when they're trying to have a debate with you about this whole topic, you know. I hope you seek some mental help or something, because it seems like you might actually have a little bit of issues right here, you know, and I honestly don't know what else to say, you know. I pray you get the help that you need, buddy, okay? You know, I'm hoping for you in the future that maybe, you know, you should just take a break from the internet for a bit. Get offline for a bit, you know, just go relax or something, I don't know. You know, just take your mind off all this stuff and then come back to the internet afterwards once everything settles down, you know. Alright? Alright, but back to the situation regarding Reps as Desu, because he has just been going absolutely demon mode for the last few days on Twitter against these anti-Twitter accounts that are terminally online that have been calling him out and making memes and stuff against him and against some lolicons in general, calling them all pedophiles and calling him pedophiles and targeting his fiance Darling Straub. So take a look at this post right here from some Twitter account. And as you can see right here, they made a meme right here with a few lolicons on there saying pedophiles across the pedoverse. And then as you can see, they even got EDP. And then they even have the creator for Amori right here, because the creator for Amori is a Shotokan. And then as you can see, Reps as Desu was down over there on the left side below as well. And then Reps as Desu right here made a quote tweet to this post saying, "So, besides the obvious slander comparing people who talk about drawings to those who owned an island dedicated to sex trafficking children, yeah, Epstein, the centerpiece of this meme is EDP, an actual pedo who is an anti-lolicon whose views align directly with yours." And then after that, someone else made a quote tweet to this, going after Rebses Desu for the simple fact that he defends lolicons in his videos and on Twitter. "You'll be more comparable to Epstein if you try hard enough. Don't worry, bro. You encourage people to be more like Epstein? Yeah, that's a big fucking yikes right there for the fact that you even want anyone to even be like him." And then someone below said pedophile. I don't know, at one point I thought this guy was chill, but it's just some lolicon defense pipeline and I'm for real not rocking with it. I don't know if I'd say it's pedophilia, but it's really fucking weird to me. Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with you finding it weird. The difference right here is that there's people calling others pedophiles or saying that it's pedophilia over these drawings. Like, it's okay for you to sit here and find the lolly stuff weird. No one is saying that it's not okay for you to do that. But stop conflating it to real things like children and stuff. Like, stop conflating these drawings to real life shit and saying that it's pedophilia or that it's CP. That's all we're asking. It is weird, but something being weird doesn't make it a crime. You share the same viewpoint as me, the same one I have been routinely posting for over 4 years. And since you're so familiar with my content, you should be able to decode this phrase. And then as you can see right here, they exposed their likes right here where they have some artwork of the VTuber Ina, who is in fact a lolly, in case some of you guys didn't know when you watch her. And then the phrase right here, for anyone who's seen Reb Says Desu's content, or, seen what he posts on Twitter when he exposes people likes, you can already figure out what this code right here is. Your likes are public. That's what the phrase is. So besides this being an obvious joke and that you're crying about a parody of a cartoon poster, come on now, really, the grammar? And not only that, it's not just a cartoon poster. You're literally over here outright calling the people in this, especially Reb Says Desu, pedophiles. Like, literally, it says pedophiles across the pedoverse. And then you have lolicons and then Reb Says Desu up there put on here, okay, against the images of these characters, with EDP in the middle. His face is on Miles Morales. EDP is an actual fucking pedophile who went after children. And then Epstein. I don't care if it's real kids or drawings of kids that you beat your meat to. What? The lolicon community are just pedophiles. Once again, false. And the fact that you're defending this is not helping you. And then, of course, Reb Says Desu calls this person out and says, your likes are public. And as you can see in their likes, they have this post right here that they liked from an account called Shitpost Gateway, where it says, when you go to your restaurant with your mom and there's a discount for couples. And then you can see two characters right here. What was their name? From Neon Genesis Evangelion. Shinji and Misa, I believe her name was. And then, of course, they're kissing and everything. And if you've seen the show, Neon Genesis Evangelion, you could already point out the fact that the female character here is basically a groomer and tries to, like, make sexual advances towards Shinji, who is 14 years old, as you can see from this post right here pointing out their age. So, yeah. And then let's just not even look past the fact of what the meme is saying right here, where it's basically insinuating that you're making out with your darn mother for a couple's discount. So, yeah. Just a big fucking yikes. I mean, yeesh. I found your island, bro. And then, of course, it has Epstein's island right here. I honestly don't even know what to say. Why did seeing Epstein there make you upset? And then this account that was trying to call out Reb Says Desu right here is saying, why is Epstein here? What the fuck do you mean, why is Epstein there? The dude is a fucking pedophile who owned a island where he had sex trafficking going on. What the hell? You telling me you don't know the history behind Epstein? Like, yeesh, man, that's a big fucking red flag, dude. And then the same account that made that meme featuring Reb Says Desu and a few other accounts on Twitter, calling them all pedophiles, besides the two obvious ones on there. Oh, yeah, and also there was Shadman on there as well, who is also basically a pedophile, too, because he made artwork of Keemstar's daughter. And yeah, let's just not even get into the whole Shadman situation. If you know about him, the dude is basically just like EDP if he was a fucking artist, okay? But the account that made that meme post featuring Reb Says Desu and a few others on there also commented under this post right here from an account calling Reb Says Desu, Hirohei, and then two other accounts on Twitter, the League of Twitter Villains. And then this person asks, who's bottom right? And then, of course, the account that made this post right here responds with Waifu Watchers, which is an account on Twitter that also has once made merch of Epstein on it, featuring anime characters, which is a huge fucking red flag to me. But don't worry, because this account right here goes out of their way to say that they have at least a little bit of respect for Waifu Watchers, simply because they work out a bit in the gym. Now, let's just ignore the fact that Waifu Watchers went out of their way to make Epstein merch. Merch of an actual fucking pedophile and sex trafficker who has his own island. Anyway, let's take a look at a few more tweets regarding this account right here on Twitter that was calling out Reb Says Desu and making these memes and stuff about him and a few others on Twitter. Person who harassed me and other people for being normal people into normal anime girls has respect for a person who produces Epstein merch and is friends with the human trafficker. Not only that, but would this dude now respect me if he found out that I've been working out 5+ days a week since I was 14 and was a college athlete? Their morals are so backwards. And then Darling Straub responds below saying, can vouch, Reb looks good, his arms are, amazing. This person right here just responds with a Pinocchio nose emoji is what I'm guessing that is, insinuating that I guess she's lying or whatever. I don't know. And then Darling Straw responds to this account saying, "Get a job. I work at a gym, bro. Ironic the person who does VTuber ASMR is talking to me about jobs right now." And then she makes a quote tweet to this saying, "Yeah, I do ASMR and I'm successful. I also have a college degree, but I stopped right before my master's program to do this full time because it was doing so well and I love this job." Mad? I don't usually make posts like this, but clearly you're dying for attention and it's your lucky day. I felt like giving some away for free. Maybe don't be such an ignorant asshole on the internet. It isn't a good look. Okay, that's all. LOL. Bye. Like, absolutely fucking perfect response right there. It's absolutely just hilarious the way she just came out and destroyed this guy. But yeah, I think Rev says Desu, and I guess to an extent maybe even Darling Straub had just had enough of these fucking terminally online Twitter freaks constantly like targeting him for the past few days and going after Rev says Desu for the fact that he defends fictional content and the lolicons and everything, and he calls out these idiots in videos for the fact that they're terminally online all the darn time, saying ridiculous stuff, making death threats, calling us losers, you know, we're pedophiles, and just many, many other things. But anyway, with that being said, you know, there's not much else to say here except Reb Says Desu is just going demon mode against these terminally online Twitter freaks. And if you liked the video, then hit the like button and subscribe, turn the notifications to get notified about when I release new videos. And this is me, Nika. I will see you all in the next one. I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'm out.